What's up everybody, Ace Poker here. Welcome back to Vlog 11, and I just want to talk about something really quick before I get into all the hands. I've been made aware that there's a large group of people who not only don't like my videos, but don't want me to keep making them anymore, and to be frank, I don't care. Like my YouTube and Twitter bio say, I'm 21 years old, I use cards to escape from life. Life's not easy, and that's one thing that I wanted to shed some light on is life's not easy. It's an uphill battle for every single person. Nobody has it easy. I'm aware people have it harder than other people, and I live a relatively good life, but who's not to say that it's still hard for everybody? And I wanted to talk about some real stuff. I wanted to open up about that. Poker's not easy, life's not easy. There's plenty of days where you're exhausted and things just aren't going the right way, and you got to continue. And you can't let people who just feel bad about themselves reflect on you and talk bad about you, leave hate comments. To be frank, those things don't hurt me. I don't care if you hate me. Seriously, you can leave any comment you want. I'll still like it. I'll still respond and say thanks for the comment. I'm sending blessings to everybody, especially those who are filled with hate. There's no room for hate in this world. Seriously, I love you guys. Thanks for all the support, and let's get right into the hands. Really, I don't want to piss anybody off. I want to be respectful to everybody. I try to blur everyone's face out. I just want to have a good time, just want to enjoy making this content, and I want you guys to enjoy it as well. So without further ado, let's get right into the cards. Thanks for all the support. Alright, let's get things started with pocket tens. I raise it up to $20, folds over to an older gentleman who makes it $60, and this is where things get a little weird because I look over and it looks like he only has about $250 to $300 left. So instead of just calling, I'm just going to make it easy and put them all in pre-flop, or this is what I think. So I make it $250, and he just calls, leaving himself $40 behind. So the flop comes King 5-2, and yeah, there's literally no flop. The flop could be Ace King Queen. I'm putting in this $40. So I put in the $40, and of course he's going to call on any board. Could have been 2-2-2. He's going to call. So we're headed to a run out, which looks decent-ish. It comes an 8 and then an ace. So I kind of beat nothing here. And sure enough, he flips over pocket queens, so we were literally behind the entire way. A little bit of a frustrating way to start, but I mean, he only had $300 total, so not really too bad, as if he had a lot more money and the flop was different, I might have lost a lot more here. So happy to really only lose $300 here, but we start off down and looking to claw back right away. Alright, for the next hand, I look down at King Queen offsuit in the big blind. There's a couple of limps, and I decide to bump it up to 25, and only the person to my right on the button makes the call. We see a pretty good flop in Ace 2-5 Rainbow. I decide to c-bet for 20, and he calls. Not really quite sure what he can have here, but I just felt like he actually had a good hand here, just from his body language and everything. So when the turn comes a brick, I don't remember exactly what it was, I decide to check it over, and he bets 35, and I pretty quickly fold, and my suspicions were right because he shows 3-5 of diamonds for the flopped straight. Hopefully this isn't an indication of how the session will go. Alright, I know I say this a lot, but this is actually the craziest hand I have ever played for many, many, many reasons. So I want you guys to just watch this clip, enjoy it. It's super, super entertaining. The action goes as follows. I pick up Queen 9 suited in the small blind. There's a bunch of limps. I decide to raise it up to 20, and I get 2 callers, and we flop amazing. We flop the King High flush, and I have decided that I don't really like slow playing at these games because when you fast play your hands, you get people to do a lot of pretty crazy things, and that's exactly what happens here. So I decide to c-bet for $20, and my opponent raises immediately to 50. And now here's where things get a little bit weird. I go to raise it to 150 just to click it back a little bit so my opponent could think that I've just got the ace of clubs in my hand, because I definitely would also click it back with the ace of clubs. But I fumble my chips. I put in my 5, and then I go to put in the extra 125, but I string bet it, and that's not allowed. So the dealer says you can't do that, you have to just call. And then the other guy goes, you want to raise? Go ahead, raise. So I was like, yeah, I was going to make it 150. And he goes, you want to go all in? Let's go all in.
Yeah, I was gonna raise. He said it's okay.
Come on, you can't raise. I've seen the guys. Let's go.
I was gonna make it 150, but
Just 60.
I know, I was just going to make it 150, but, I mean, I'll just call.
So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if that's an angle. I don't know if he's trying to see how strong I am. So I'm like, I guess I'll just call. So after a big debate, I just call. The turn's a brick, and I check it over to him, and now he checks back. Like, what is going on? So I have no idea what to make of this. The river comes. I bet semi-small in $50 just trying to get called or something. And again, the small sizing makes him do something super weird. He raises to $300. I waste pretty much no time in going all in, but here's the catch. I only have about 380 left in my stack because I started this hand with about 550 because I had been losing a lot of pots. And he thinks about it for a little while. You know, I'm thinking he's obviously going to call. It's $80 more, even if he just has one pair. It's about $80 for about a $1,000 pot. And he folds. I don't even have to show my cards. He raises me on the flop, checks back the turn, raises me on the river, and folds. I have no idea what he possibly could have. If anybody wants to take any guesses on what he could have, please leave them in the comments. This hand was literally hilarious. My friends couldn't believe it when I sent them this hand. And honestly, I don't think you guys would believe it if I didn't have it on video. It's just hilarious. Just literally the most interesting hand I've ever played. And with this, we are back to even. I think we're about $50 in profit. I think this was about $1,050 total. The math might be a little wrong, but I'll put the updated stack here. Just, wow, I have no words. Alright, so that was a pretty interesting hand. Let's follow it up with another one here. There is an open to 20, a call next to me, and I decide to 3-bet king queen off to $80. Again, I'm out of the small blind, so I like to size up a little bit. I think I should make this maybe 90, 100, but nonetheless, only the initial raiser calls, and we go heads up to a really good flop in king 3-5 rainbow. So I pretty much smash this board. Unless he's got ace king or a set, I'm massively ahead, so I don't want to blow him off yet. So I bet 60, and he calls. We see another good turn in the 8 of diamonds, and now I decide to think for a little bit and bet out for 100. My opponent pretty much instantly raises me to 300, and now it's time to think for a little bit. Honestly, in the moment, I made my decision pretty snap because I've been playing with this guy for a little while now, and he's been doing some pretty crazy things. And I know that I say that about a lot of opponents, but you can pretty much see who's good at your table and who's not right away. So when they're trying to make moves, you can pretty much play back at them almost instantly with no thought. So when he raised here, I pretty much instantly put him on a flush draw. Yes, this line is indicative of a set. If somebody just flats your bet on the flop and then raises you on the turn, it's almost 99% a set or two pair. But I'm telling you, my instincts were going off that I really felt that this was a flush draw. So pretty much immediately I decided to jam all in. It's really not that much more. It maybe was for about 550, 600-ish, so definitely a little bit more than his 300. But he pretty much snap calls, so I'm like, all right, he probably has a set, two pair. River comes, ace of diamonds, and now I'm feeling not too great about king queen. And he flips over 10 deuce of diamonds. You saw that right, the good old Doyle Brunson. 10 deuce of diamonds. I was spot on in my judgment. He floated my flop with nothing, turned a flush draw, decided to try to raise it and get me off whatever I was on. I saw right through it. I knew it. I jammed. I'll put the percentages up here. He literally has such a slim chance of winning this pot, but it just seems that lately our opponents are just hitting any outs that they need. It's very frustrating, but I mean, obviously, I'm going to want to have him in this hand because 81% of the time I'm going to be winning. It's very, very frustrating when you lose. I'll give you my live reaction and roll the rest of the clip. It's pretty funny.
What the fuck? Such a fucking joke.
But that's poker. Very, very frustrating. I played only a couple more hands after this and left because that was just extremely tilting and you can't play when you're tilted. But we lose this one and our session results are coming up. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so in for 1,000, out for 0. So not the ideal session, and if any of my haters have made it this far, congrats. I lost today. For those who are preying on my downfall, congrats. But I think I'm going to start a weekly upload every Friday at 3 p.m. EST because I play the Tuesday 10:10 and then I get the film, I edit it the next couple days. So Friday, I think I could post a video every Friday, then maybe every Monday. Maybe I'll try to do every Friday, Monday uploads, try to, grind out some videos. Please subscribe, like, comment. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, hoping to hit that milestone very soon. I'm definitely going to start pumping out a lot of content. Follow me on TikTok if you don't already. And really, I appreciate all the support from each and every single one of you guys. You make this so fun for me. I'm always grateful. Hopefully one day we could do some meetup games. I can get to meet a lot of you guys. We'll see what the future holds. Just continue to support. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Have a great day.